Movie Jail, the trial of the furry nightmare that was Cats 2019. Buckle up for the most bizarre cinematic catastrophe of our time. We're putting Cats 2019 on trial for its crimes against moviegoers. Scroll to witness the evidence that will make you say, "How did this get made?"
Exhibit A, the CGI fur technology that haunts our dreams. The digital fur technology promised to transform A-list actors into felines. Instead, it delivered nightmare fuel, human faces awkwardly grafted onto uncanny valley cat bodies, with proportions that defy both physics and common sense. Fur glitches, visual effects so unfinished the movie required a patched version days after release. Uncanny Valley, human-cat hybrid designs that left audiences disturbed rather than enchanted. Witness testimony, stars trapped in digital cat suits. Dame Judi Dench, Oscar winner, reduced to licking her own digital fur in what she later called a blatant waste of money. Idris Elba somehow made one of the sexiest men alive deeply uncomfortable to look at. Taylor Swift, even her star power couldn't save her bizarre 5-minute catnip-induced fever dream sequence. Evidence, $95 million. That produced this. $95 million production budget, nearly $100 million spent creating digital fur nightmares. 6 VFX companies, multiple studios worked overtime to complete the unfinishable. $1.4 million per CGI cat, approximate cost for each main character's visual effects. With a budget that could have funded multiple indie films, Cats somehow managed to look both expensive and cheap simultaneously, a paradox of modern filmmaking. Plot holes big enough for a jellicle ball. Cat sizing inconsistencies. Sometimes they're mouse-sized, sometimes they're human-sized, sometimes they're somewhere in between. The inexplicable jellicle choice. The entire plot revolves around a competition where the prize is death? Reincarnation? It's never clear. Random magic powers. Mr. Mistoffelees can teleport and conjure, but only when the plot demands it. Musical numbers that left audiences scratching heads. Memory, the one famous song performed by Jennifer Hudson with excessive digital snot running down her face. Bustopher Jones, James Corden bouncing around in a fat suit singing about being a glutton. Magical Mr. Mistoffelees, repeated 73 times in a song that feels like it will never end. Skimbleshanks, an entire musical number about a cat who likes trains? Critical reception, 20% on Rotten Tomatoes. A mesmerizing disaster, The Atlantic. Like a nightmare that won't end, Rolling Stone. I have been processing this movie for the last 24 hours trying to understand anything, Mashable. A truly heroic botch, The New York Times. Critics agreed on one thing: Cats was a historic misfire, with some considering it so bad it transcended into a new category of fascinating cinematic failure. Box office disaster, $75 million loss. Universal Pictures took a catastrophic hit with Cats, with total losses estimated between $75 to $120 million. The film was quickly pulled from awards consideration and rushed to digital platforms in a desperate attempt to recoup costs. The jury deliberates. How did Tom Hooper end up here? 2010, The King's Speech wins Best Picture and Best Director at the Academy Awards. 2012, Les Miserables, successful musical adaptation grossing $440 million worldwide. 2015, The Danish Girl, award-winning drama with Oscar nominations. 2019, Cats, career-defining disaster that left audiences bewildered. The verdict, sentenced to movie jail. For crimes against cinema, including visual effects malpractice, musical number torture, and wasting the talents of Judi Dench, Ian McKellen, and Idris Elba, Cats 2019 is hereby sentenced to eternal movie jail. The court recommends watching it only under the influence of strong beverages or as a bizarre cultural artifact of what happens when Hollywood goes terribly wrong. Tag a friend who needs to experience this cinematic catastrophe, or share this post if you've survived watching it.